Codex Maleficarum, an extract from the collective writings of Professor Thaddeus Voss. On Mailis Wroughtmourn. There was a time when the name Mailis Wroughtmourn was spoken not on battlefields, but in quiet homes. Before the wars reached her valley, Mailis walked the roads of the Gnarls as a healer and a midwife. She was known among the Kriels for steady hands and patient words. A shaman whose drumbeat welcomed life rather than war. Where her rhythm sounded, crops grew stronger, children born safely, and another season passed without tragedy. That was the life she built. That was the life she believed would endure. But peace in Immorin is rarely permanent. When violence came to the Kriel Valley, it did not come slowly. It arrived with fire and ash. Smoke swallowed the horizon, and the laughter that once filled the valley vanished beneath the screams of the dying. Mailis lost everything. Her kith, her children, the future she had spent years helping others build. And for a long time after, she was not the woman the Kriels remembered. The shaman who had once coaxed life from stubborn soil wandered through grief like a ghost, the rhythm of her drum falling silent. It was Warlock Doomshaper who forced her back to her feet. Under the ancient shaman's relentless watch, Mailis learned again how to wield the power of Dhunia, the mother of trolls. But the drum she carried was no longer the instrument it had once been. The rhythm had changed. Where it once welcomed life into the world, it now called warriors to defend what remained of it. In time, the Southern Kriels carried their people south across the seas, seeking refuge in the dense jungles of Alkir, far from the ashes of the north, something where Mailis began, slowly, cautiously, to mend. She became a mentor to younger warlocks who carried anger and grief of their own. Among them was the stubborn orphan named Arja Grimtusk, whose fury might have consumed her had Mailis not seen the strength beneath it. For a time, the drumbeat of life returned. Then the Orgoth sails appeared on the horizon. Villages vanished overnight. The peace that the Southern Kriels had hoped to build began to crumble beneath the weight of a returning war. Mailis did not take up arms because her grief had hardened her heart. She took them up because she remembered what happens when no one does. Now she marches with the Kithguard, her bond with Dhunia guiding the savage strength of the troll warbeasts into something far more precise and deadly. Under her command, mistborn dire trolls strike with overwhelming force, while the jungle trolls hunt through mist like predators, answering the call of the wild. But those who look upon Mailis Wroughtmourn and see only vengeance misunderstand the truth of her story. She is not a symbol of rage. She is proof that grief can endure, that compassion and strength may still exist within the same heartbeat. And so the drums of Mailis Wroughtmourn sounds once again across the jungles of Alkir, not to welcome life into the world, to ensure that life, fragile as it may be, is not taken from it again.